Hello, everyone. Good day and God bless. I'm here joined with Andres Aguilar. He is the founder of a nonprofit, Jus Sayin, established here in San Diego. He has an outreach that feeds the homeless. And Andres, when did you start this outreach?
Well, good morning. I started this in 2008 uh, on Thanksgiving originally, and then from there we did it every year. And finally in 2011 or 2010 of Christmas, I got about 40 of my friends close together and we fed the homeless in a bigger array. And from that point on, we just continued. And then I started the 501c3 in 2012. Legal Zoom, don't use them. So I finally got a different person to get it officially done and said in 2014. We became a 501c3, completely nonprofit. We don't do any kind of incentives for any members or anything like that. So if you want to join our board and think you're going to get something, you're not. Everything goes to the homeless, every penny. I don't make a dollar, a penny, nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm like invested beyond belief into it. But that's a good thing because growing up on the streets, as a kid, when my mom moved here from El Paso, we had we had nothing. The Salvation Army wouldn't even take us because we owned a car, and if you own a car, you can't sleep there for the night. So my mom had to lose the car, and we were able to sleep there a few nights as long as you were in line by 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and then once the cutoff, that's it, you're done. So I've always wanted to give back, and I have been giving back. And my friends, as well as Ray, Brenda's husband, he's helped out with our nonprofit and donated some money as well, because it can't be done without money. Unfortunately, we need money, and we save that money because, like I said, nobody gets paid. There's no incentives. Nobody's getting kickbacks. Las Primeras has helped us out as well. They donated some funds, and we will be feeding this August 13th coming up. So I'll be putting that Facebook post in a little while. It's about $1,400 now, roughly, to feed a little under 400 people.
Okay.
So it's changed. COVID did a number on everybody. Costs really shouldn't have gone up, but they did, and I understand. Just like the housing market, you can't buy a house for 400,000 anymore. That's a great down payment. So, these days we just do what we can do.
Yeah. Well, you're a very busy guy, so I want to thank you for being here with me today. I know your schedule has keeps you going. So
Yeah, I have to go to the auctions and buy cars because that's what I do. 35 years in the car business, and I'm competing with all these other dealers with real money versus my little money that I get from the banks to buy cars. And it's tough because I'm not going to overpay for a car because that means you have to overpay for a car. I mean, nobody wants to do it for free.
No.
But definitely the market has changed, but the homeless are still there, and I haven't seen the wages go up. I mean, have you all? Because I haven't.
Yeah.
So we're just doing what we can to, we're just people helping people.
Yeah.
And that's one of our mottos. So
yeah, and that goes along with my first question is, what is Jus Sayin and what is the mission of it?
well, our mission is basically to help people in need. We understand people on the streets are alcoholics or drug addicts or just simply down on their luck. We don't judge them. We also don't give them money. That's one thing. None of our members will ever give them money because I just need $3 so I can go to the CVS. We'll go to CVS and get them their medicine for them. We've had members. Lisa Kogan was one of my top people that would do that. She'd take them to CVS. I'm like, Lisa, why didn't you tell me? Don't go by yourself with them. But she did, and Jean, her husband, would go with her. Thank God, sometimes. But we are just here helping people. We also adopt families on a monthly basis when they need groceries. Yes, there is SNAP and EBT cards, but people are scared to give their information. They feel they're going to get deported because, yes, most of them are illegal aliens. They're from everywhere. It's not just the Hispanics. So people are thinking, oh, it's the Hispanics. No, it's a lot more people that we've helped from Africa, from different parts of the world that we give them groceries, gift cards, and so forth. And then on Thanksgiving, we also adopt families. We buy them the whole turkey dinner,
Yeah.
hams, turkeys, stuffings, fruits, vegetables, everything you can think of. And then this is all was on the down low for many years. And then Christmas time, we definitely adopt a lot of families. It's very expensive because we buy them the tree.
Yeah.
We buy them presents
And
for
those
the
aren't cheap
kids.
anymore.
No one,
Can't buy a
yeah,
$20 tree anymore.
yeah. I'll have to take a picture and put it up on the wall for them if that's what it is. But definitely, no. It's like we buy the food again, food gifts. If there's 6 kids in the family, we buy 6 kids, not just one toy or one thing. We buy them presents like it's Christmas, like they've never had before. Maybe they've never had it. We don't know. We don't judge. Um, we actually adopted a Jehovah family years ago. No idea because we didn't care, and they accepted it. And then afterwards, they told me, "We're Jehovah, and we don't celebrate this, but we really, really appreciate it because we need it, and we didn't know how different religions could help other religions."
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Okay, cool," because I'm not Jehovah, but I understand we all have our own gods, and I mean, that's how Brenda and I met. East Lake Church, and I've been going there since 2013, but now I just do it online because it's kind of far to go 680 miles for church every Sunday. But it's a great church, and we help everybody regardless of what their beliefs are, and we'll never stop. But monthly basis, when we make lunch bags, it's 400 lunch bags, pretty much. It's 320 all beef bologna sandwiches with nothing on them. We put mustard packets, mayonnaise packets. We put jelly packets inside with a plain peanut butter sandwich. We put a fruit, mostly bananas, since the homeless came to me and said, we can't eat those apples. And we're like, looking at their teeth, I'm like, oh, yeah. So bananas ended up being better. So we give bananas left and right. And then we give the full 16.9 ounce bottle of water. We buy cases and cases. And I tell the person, if you can carry it, you can take it. Yeah. And I always have one guy who takes the whole case of water, but they take showers with it, believe it or not. They don't just drink it, Brenda. They take showers with it. They just make it happen.
They make use out of it. Yeah.
So as best as they can, and we will always, take care of them. Unfortunately, we used to give them clothes. Back in the day. We had members donate shoes and underwears and toiletries. We would love to give toiletries. So if people want to donate that separate from everything we do, that's great. It goes fast. Underwear, socks is a great thing. Okay. But before, when we would donate jackets and everything, they would throw it on the streets. And then the city of San Diego is looking for who to blame. And we have some members in the law enforcement who were with us who kind of badged us through to certain things because you know what, it's who you know as well, that because they're trying to help. And we go back and we do pick up the community. We also have pickers to pick up trash. Okay. And so we've done everything. When we go out, we pick up trash and we hand out lunches, and we go to a few areas downtown. We used to come back in Chula Vista on Oxford behind the Walmart, but I guess they've shut that place down completely. They're going to build apartments, I guess, now, and condos behind the Walmart.
Which Walmart?
The one on Oxford and Broadway.
Okay.
So we would finish there, and then we would also go by the old Fuddruckers on 3rd and Park Boulevard to hand out lunches because they all sleep there in the tunnels. Yeah. It's sad because I've gone down there myself. And I'm creeping down there I'm like, oh man, there's so much stuff down there, so many people. And, what can we do? I mean, first of all, don't judge. Just, don't throw money at them. They don't need money. You're just encouraging them to go buy booze. And I said it, they will go buy booze because that's a crutch that they need right there and then. We give them water, we give them food, and it's so easy, to do. My goal in the future is to build a building, 4 or 5 stories, and put a lot of rooms in there, and put like 2 not cots, but bunk beds. I want to put like a total of 4 people per room, and then have a person on each floor, like an RA, walking around, checking on them. And of course, this is for nighttime. In the daytime, they have to go out and look for a job or get some training in one of our, like their first floor. I want to start some training, get some people out there to help re-educate them or get them some sort of
reintroduce them to
something.
Yeah.
And so that's, one of the goals. I tried a program where we took a family off the street and I put them up in the motel on Broadway and East Street for a month, and I paid for a week at a time, and they had to stay clean, and I would spot check them to make sure they weren't on drugs. If they're on drugs, the program's over, they're done, they're out.
Yeah.
So they made it to 2 weeks on it, and then he begged me to put him back in. And I go, it's a one-shot thing because we just don't have time or resources to continue this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
And all we can do is just pray and hope they help themselves out. And we've helped so many. I mean, I've had people tell me, come find me, and they're like, Mr. Jus Sayin, Mr. Jus Sayin, guess what I did? I'm like, I ain't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
He's like, I got off the streets like 2 months ago. Well, thank God. He goes, yeah, I got me a job, and it's just so humbling to hear. And I mean, we've seen it all. He's like, you're gonna see me on TV. He said, I'm gonna be on that America's Got Talent or something. You're gonna see me as a winner.
That's awesome.
And I said, all right, all right. And I just told him, yeah, that's good. I mean, what do you tell him? No, you suck, man. You can't do shit. Oh, I said ship. But you know what I said. But yeah, that's the whole thing. We don't judge. We're not there to judge. We're there to help feed. It's the last Sunday of the month. Unfortunately, this time it'll be August 13th, in the middle of the month, but it's a Sunday. We start around 7 a.m., 7:30,
Okay.
and we're completely done from A to Z before noon.
Wow.
Because we put those 400 lunch bags together. Everybody's got their positions that we do. And we start with the all beef bologna, because I won't feed them what I won't eat. So I won't eat pork bologna. It has to be all beef quality, because that's what I grew up eating as a kid, the nasty stuff. They didn't make beef back then. So if I won't eat it, I won't feed it to them.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When you talk about bologna, I always hear that song in my head.
Were you trying to sing Oscar?
Yes.
Bologna has a first name. It's Brenda. Oh, no. But no.
No, not that.
No.
So Jus Sayin, and that's spelled Jus and then Sayin.
Correct.
No G.
No T and no G.
No G and no T.
Just saying.
So where did this name come from?
Because I just got tired of people saying they're going to do something. I'm quit saying, just saying, do it. So Just saying, people be like, well, what are you doing? I'm just saying, because I do what I say.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people that says, oh, let me think about it. I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
I'm a man of action. Obviously, as anybody knows me, I just do things. Sometimes I don't think about it. I might mess up, but I do it. I did it. And then we have to move on and take the repercussions later.
Yeah.
But I've never hurt anybody. I've never killed anybody. I don't plan on doing that. And my goal is just to continue to thrive. And even though I'm 680 miles away, El Paso, I've made it a mission to get out here at least once a month to help feed the homeless, because we have to keep it up. COVID screwed everything up.
Yeah.
We had such a great following. If I recall, the last time I did the math, we had already made over 50,000 lunch bags.
Wow.
From year to date.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of lunch bags.
Yeah. It's a lot of love.
That's a lot of love.
Yes.
Because we go out there, we do it, we handle it, and people just appreciate it. Back then I had an orange Daytona Ram truck. So every time I pull up in the orange bright truck, oh, there's the orange truck, and then I changed my cars throughout, and where's the orange truck? Yeah. And I'm like, I'm in the car business, I don't fall in love with anything. So they're just like, oh, okay. But they really love that orange truck. That was original. That's how people recognize us. So
I mean, that's a bright color, so that's definitely going to stand out.
Definitely. And we've had a lot of members help us. one of my best friends, Cesar Garcia, rest in peace. He recently passed, and he was a big supporter of Just Saying. And every month when I came in, he would give us something to keep us going. And the last time I came, I didn't get to see him because he had just passed away that weekend. And he's a great guy, and he's there. He's sorely missed right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have a lot of members that have
Sorry
passed.
for your loss.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
He's really good. We had a lot of members. Douglas Axelrod as well. We've had so many members over the years,
Yeah.
and that help us, and they've gone past. But definitely, I just love being around people who want to give to the community and not even think twice about what
what's going to come back to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just it. Basically, we're people helping people, and it's just saying. We have shirts that say "Just Saying" in the front with an SD on top, and on the back it's got a caricature of my face that Fat Tony. I don't know if you know. He does our shirts. I mean, we pay for him, so don't let him tell you anything different. And he's always on our shirts, but he had a caricature drawn of me, and it's pretty cool. I mean, we like it. We have good things.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to get one of those shirts. So let's see. When did you know that you wanted to start this nonprofit? I mean, was there a defining moment that said, "I'm all in"?
Well, I did start it originally with my ex-wife in Thanksgiving of 2008, and then we separated in 2010. So at that point in time, I was a little lonely, a little hurt, a little sad, and then I had to just I got with my friends and I said, I'm going to feed the homeless tomorrow. And they're like, what? I'm like, I'm going to feed the homeless tomorrow. But I already started buying the stuff. And they're like, well, we're going to help you. And so they all came over to the house in the morning and we put it together and then we delivered. And they're like, well, we need to do this again. Oh, we will next month. And then that's when I knew that I was going to have to start it in a professional way, but I didn't know if a 501c3 was, I didn't know at that time what I was going to do. So I just looked into it and then they're like, that sounds like a 501c3. Oh, okay. So then I hired LegalZoom and of course they never helped. They just said, fill this out. And I'm like, fill what out? I filled everything out and it was just a mess. So finally I hired another gentleman, Mr. Graves, to finish it and he did it. And so we do need a tax guy. So if anybody wants to donate their time or give us a huge discount, let me know because I definitely need a person that can do that. I
have somebody for you. I'll introduce you.
Yeah, definitely. Because our other guy, he's one of my good friends, Stephen Liebold, but he's so busy and he just, he trains San Diegans with the taxes. So that's
awesome.
That's one of the things, But
I love that you said that, you started this with your ex and then you were feeling, lonely and hurt. And it's amazing to me that God and our sorrow and our hurt can turn things around and, show us another way to, a lot of times it takes us giving of ourselves, for us to receive kind of that happiness that we've been looking for. So it's wonderful that you were obedient to that.
Yeah, I had to do something,
So you moved to Texas.
I do. I live in El Paso. I was born and raised in El Paso, and we moved to San Diego when I was 8 or 9 years old. My mom just drove in the '74 Camaro out here and for a better life because she was working 2-3 jobs in El Paso. And think about it, minimum wage was what, $2 an hour back in the time.
I know.
So when she came out here, she went to Anaheim. We stayed at Motel 6 for a little bit. And then she said, no, Anaheim's not the place for me to work. And we had family in TJ, which was awesome because I never knew any other family. And so we came down and I was going to stay with them for a little while. But my mom saved some money and got that little motel room right off the San Ysidro Boulevard. It had a horse on it at the time. And I got my own room because my mom got a job where it was living.
Okay.
So here I am with a box of cereal, powdered milk, and groceries in my own room because my mom, she couldn't take me to Coronado. So I was exploring. I think I was on a trolley, on the buses. I was getting everything and just exploring. And finally, one day, I went to Coronado. I knew what my mom's '74 Camaro looked like. And I walked to Coronado and I found my mom's car.
Wow.
And I figured she's in this house.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a door open in the garage and there was a bed there. That's where my mom would sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it and I slept there.
Mm.
Then who knows how long I was sleeping, a lady comes out and screaming, "Who are you? Who are you?" And I'm crying, because I'm like, I'm here at my mom works somewhere near here. This is her stuff though. This is my mom. And like, I'm sorry, our employees don't have kids. And I go, no, my mom does. It's her name's Sylvia. And she's like, Sylvia's your mom? I go, yeah, I live in the motel and I had to find my mom. I miss her.
Mm.
And so she's like, hold on. And then my mom came running out and she starts crying because she sees the owner looking at me.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And she's crying. She knows she's getting fired. And the lady goes, hold on, don't cry, don't cry. And so she walked me into the house. You hungry? Yeah, okay, great. She's like, Sylvia, go clean that room over there. And that's his room now.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, and my mom
Wow.
started crying. I mean, it's bringing tears to me right now because of the memories.
Wow,
But
what a blessing. Yeah.
it was bad. But we stayed there for a little while till my mom saved some money. And then the lady's best friend owned the Victorian house on 10th and C
Mm-hmm.
in Coronado. So I grew up in Coronado.
Wow.
Because they rented us a room for
Mm-hmm.
like cheap, obviously, while my mom worked over there. And so everyone's like, you grew up in Coronado? I sure did. So everybody thought I was rich and so
Mm-hmm.
forth, but I just had rich friends that,
Yeah.
we go to their house and their butler,
Yeah.
I thought was their dad, was making us food.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a story. And I never forget because we slept in the car on the
Mm-hmm.
streets when it rained and, Salvation Army wouldn't let us in.
Mm-hmm.
It's full.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a tough thing.
Yeah.
So I don't put that on anybody, and I'll
Yeah.
try to help if I can
Mm-hmm.
completely.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you for
yeah,
sharing that story with me. I mean,
yeah,
that speaks a lot of who you are, where you came from, and why you do,
yeah.
what you do. How has having this nonprofit impacted you as a person?
Well, it's a lot of responsibilities. Like I said, I need a tax guy because I don't always. But I mean, we don't collect millions of dollars or nothing. Like I said, and everything that I keep it by the books with the bank, with the Venmo, with the Cash App or whatever. Everything's there, solid. I always tell people to send it there, or if they make a check, make it Jus Sayin so I can deposit. So there's no.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always a paper trail.
Yeah.
I don't want no excuses
Mm-hmm.
and so forth. And we don't do anything. Like when we go feed the homeless, we'll fill up the tank.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But stipends. Yeah, we don't give stipends. I won't mention these other companies that do. But that's what she says. You give me a stipend? I'm like, why would I give you a stipend? What are you talking about? She's like, well, I get stipend from this company, this organization. I go,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, no. I'm sorry. We're not trying to. And maybe it's bad. I don't know, but we're not into that category where they're getting thousands of dollars, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
I know the same people, but I just don't ask them for that help, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
where in San Diego do you serve most?
Well, we used to be on 16th and Island until they sold the property and they're about to kick people out from right there. And then we still go to the parking lot of Petco Park now.
Okay.
And we kind of like go there. If we still have leftover, then we'll go over to 17th. On the back, there's like some kind of program there.
Okay.
They're mostly addicts, and I don't know what they are, and I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't want to go there, and we go and we'll drop off excess because sometimes we have excess.
Yeah.
Sandwiches, like we make extra peanut butter sandwiches, just plain peanut butter, then put jellies and hand them out, and tons of water, and then bananas. We buy cases of bananas so we can give them out. And we just hand them out so people can eat because they don't have to eat it right there and then. That's a good thing about it. Mm-hmm. It's all beef bologna. You can go a couple days
so they're non-perishables.
It's pretty much non-perishable.
Yeah.
The all beef bologna is beef. But I've eaten it 2 days later myself.
Yeah.
It's because you're hungry. You're gonna eat what you're gonna eat.
That's true.
And it's better than eating off the street, whatever you see there with some ants on it, and then they broom it off, and we're like, no, dude, here, eat this. But this is still good. No, bro, no. Here, eat this.
Yeah.
Because we've seen people trying to eat something on the ground. No, dude, here. Here's an extra one. Here's 2, 3 more. Take 3, 4 bags. I mean, whatever we will give them. And we've had families, we've
Yeah.
had generations out there.
Mm-hmm.
Where again, Lisa, brought it to my attention because, like I said, we're all out there, we're all each other's ears.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lisa told me, there's a whole family out here: the granddaughter,
Wow.
the mom, the dad, the grandparents. They just lost their house a couple of weeks ago. They have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They have a baby with no diapers. So Lisa got the rest of the crew, and they went and bought some baby stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing. Like I
Yeah.
said, they do stuff. And then Lisa actually opened up tiny homes.
Tiny homes.
So
Okay.
she started in El Cajon, the tiny homes, and they finally got the city to authorize a little area for the
Mm-hmm.
tiny homes. And so, it's like I said, we all started, and we from Just Saying, and a lot of my friends went their other ways to help,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still thriving. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. We're never forget where you come from.
Yes.
Is it gonna hurt you to donate $100 this month,
Yeah.
or next month?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Angelica donates $100 every time she can.
Yeah.
She does really good. We have a lot of good members.
Mm-hmm.
And then my friend Reyes Delano, he's an attorney. He does whatever he can for us as
Mm-hmm.
well. And he's not counsel,
Mm-hmm.
but he's my counsel. So
Yeah.
he definitely helps us out a lot, and he helps members. He's helped members with whatever situation they're going through and so forth. But
Yeah.
we're just, like I said, we're just people helping people. We're trying to make sure everybody gets something,
Yes.
and it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So
I know you touched a little bit on wanting a building, 4 or 5 stories. Is that how you see the future for Just Saying? How do you want it to grow?
I do. I want it to grow. I want it to eventually, if not every weekend, like I think every weekend is my next goal to feed, and then eventually daily. So at least one meal a day. I mean, Father Joe's. We were going to do something with Father Joe's, and of course he passed away a few years ago. And I'm always working things, and so it just happens. Things happen, and then then I have Ricardo, who's doing his own little thing over there, and I forget the city, but he's doing things with the women, with
Yes.
everything.
And they're opening a clinic.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So that's one of the keys. There's so much going on with him, and I have the support from great people, and eventually, we have people who can help each other.
Yes.
And we will all grow.
Yeah. And that's the main purpose that I have for Seeds to Service. So the community can see everything that's around them, all the different businesses, and then all the different, nonprofits, how they can, intertwine and they can work together for the good of the community. So that's the whole purpose, of this.
No,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. It's a good thing. Anytime we can grow and expand and basically, get the word out there. I mean, it's not about my ego, but there is a couple of people out there
Of course.
who
Yeah.
kind of like, there's no competition, because I'll stand with you and help you, and my members will as well, because we have nobody's here to gloat. Oh yeah, I do this, I do that.
Yeah.
We are all one. We all bleed the same. It's the same thing everybody always says. I mean, you don't have Dr. Spock blood, so, but you do, because his is red, not green. So, just in case you didn't know, spoiler alert. But definitely, we're just one. We are just one.
Yeah.
And we need to remember that we're here to serve.
Yes.
We're here to learn. And if you can't do any of that, then there's something wrong with you. But I'll still talk with you. I mean, I have friends who are well off beyond belief, and they just like, why do you feed that, man? You're just wasting your money. I'm like, yeah, I'm wasting my money. It's not your money, but I'm wasting my money. And oh, guess what? That guy just lived because he just ate. I mean, because you see some of these guys super frail, and if they get something in them now, it's another day, and it's more than another day to live.
Yeah.
And they could reverse their thoughts on drugs. The pastor that was on 16th and Island, where they tore down the church, like I was telling you, they got rid of, they still meet there on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. out on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And they provide food and little stuff. So I'll still go visit him when I can, and see what we could do to help.
Yeah.
It's just, You know, what can you do?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like you said, it's just feeding that one person that gives them life. It's that one act of kindness that, we can show somebody. So,
And that's it. Remember, I mean, kill them with kindness.
yes.
What are you going to do? I tell people all the time, so yeah, I make a little bit more money than you. So what? I have more bills than you too. So maybe I actually make less money because, I'm barely doing it. And that's a fact. It's not, people see, oh, this guy's rich. He's a millionaire. I have a friend who tells me, oh, you're rich. You're a millionaire. You're retired. I'm like, no, bro, I'm not retired. I'm working. I'm making stuff happen.
Yeah.
I had to come back to San Diego to buy cars to make money so I could sell them and so forth.
Yeah.
So that's just it, but it's about, we just know how to get by with our means that we do have. And
Yeah.
people just don't understand that.
You steward your money well.
I have to.
Yeah.
It's just like, you just don't know. In the car business, it's not like any other business. And real estate, maybe, it's also probably like the real estate. You don't have a 401k.
Yeah.
Unless you're at a corporate company store that offers 401k.
Or you build one at one point.
Or you build one, like you say, but then you've got to remember, when I was younger, it was just about making money, spending it, and getting what I can.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, no, you know what? I'm 25 now.
Other way around?
Whatever. Don't be listening to Brenda. She be talking too much smack over here. But anyways, no, you see what I'm saying? We were younger. We didn't know. And I didn't build because I didn't know. I made all kinds of money and I saved money and, I bought some property. So, thank gosh. But other than that, it's kind of like, what do you do in life? You can't take it with you when you go.
Yeah.
And you don't want to leave it to somebody who's ungrateful.
That's true too.
I'd rather give it to Jus Sayin when I do go so that they can continue something from there. Because for someone who doesn't want to do anything in life and just expect, oh, my parents are going to die and give me everything they have, sadly mistaken here. You saw this video here first. So just remember, life's too short. Get a job.
J-O-B.
J-O-B. Career.
So how can the community support you?
Well, again, like I said, we're feeding on August 13th. We're always taking donations because, like I said, it's more than just the feeding that we're going to do August 13th. I have inbox all the time. There's this family in need. They're behind on their rent. Stuff like that. We really try not to help because money is like, we'd rather give them products, food. It's the toughest thing to just give somebody money because it's an easy bail. We're not trying to bail them out. We're trying to help them, just like SNAP. They give them an allotment of food. They don't give them $1 million of food. They give them a certain amount so that they can, hey, I got to still work to get this. So we give them a little extra food or a little extra this and that they need for laundry or whatever it is. We give them gift cards from the food places, and what they do with it's on them. But we help as much as we can within means, because if we give everybody $1,000, now we're out a lot of families that we can help, with groceries or whatever emergency little situation arises.
And to make that money stretch as far as you can.
We have to, because I mean, if living in San Diego, I figured back when I was still here, where I can live off of $10 a day for 2 people, because I would go to the Carnival or Northgate, get some fruits, get some vegetables, get some,
rice and beans.
Rice and beans, of course, but tuna, atún, some luncheon meats or whatever. And you know what? I would still have left over because I can buy a little sopita for 40 cents, a can of tomato sauce for 40 cents. I mean, it's gone up, but still, that's $1. That's going to help you eat throughout the day, and you can go to work and still take it, or the little Lipton the soups or whatever it is. You can. I made it happen. For under $10 for a family of 2.
Wow.
Just because I wanted to see if it could be done.
Yeah. And it can.
I did it. I did it for a month. Living proof I did it, where I saved all that money, and you still have some leftovers from the times before. And then that one time when you go to Costco and get a $5 chicken. Now, if you don't have a membership, one of your friends does. Have them take you and get you that darn $5 chicken. But it's worth it, because you can make it happen. A $5 chicken, I can make 4 meals out of.
Yeah, that's true.
The first day I'll make some tacos or some burritos. The next day I'll make the tacos, or I'll make, the other day I made a pot pie, a homemade pot pie with Costco's chicken. I
I
broke
love
it up.
Popeyes.
Oh, it was homemade. Let me tell you, I did. It was my first time, but it was delicious. So basically, now we turn into the Food Network now. But you can make it happen, and that's what people don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do. No, you can make it happen.
Mhm.
You can make the dough from scratch.
Yeah.
But if not, go to Food for Less for $1.50 and
There you
buy
go.
your pie crust, and you're done.
Mm-hmm.
But there's ways. Is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, you will do it.
Yeah.
If you believe,
Yeah.
you can achieve.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
that's old school.
that goes with
mentality.
everything
Yeah.
in life, right?
And people
You
don't
know.
understand. Because I've always been on 100% commission,
Mhm.
and people are just like, well, how can you do it? I don't know. But you haven't sold nothing this month. That's right. There's still 3 days left in the month, though.
Yeah.
And then, boom, I just made my whole month in one day.
It's like real estate.
It's like real estate. When it closes, it closes. But with the car, you sell it right there, and hopefully
Yeah.
it's done.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I've done it.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand.
Mhm.
In life, you take a risk.
Yes.
But then, of course, when you get to upper management, you make more money. But that's
Yeah.
not the point.
Yeah.
The point is
That's
we
another story.
worked our way to that spot.
Yes.
We earn it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
we just have to continue to thrive. When you get down, don't give up.
Yeah.
Just remember,
Because he's just saying.
because I'm just saying, but just relax and pray and remember that
Give it to God.
it'll work out. If it's meant to be, it'll work out. And if it doesn't, just go to the next level.
Yeah.
Just think about what you can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was, I don't know if it was something I read or a video that I watched, but it talked about that fear and faith, that they both derive from the same kind of job. They're both expecting something to happen. So fear is expecting something terrible to happen, and faith is expecting something good to happen. So which road and which path are you going to take?
In between.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the in between. I'm going to take a little bit of fear and a little bit of faith, because together it all coincides no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. Remember, once your hands are connected, it's hard to break them apart. So just remember in life, move forward and take the good with the bad. And unfortunately, some people just get bad. But you'll come right back and it'll be good.
Yeah.
Just believe.
Yeah.
People always say, I can't believe. You can.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
And it's okay to have fear. I mean, everybody has fear. It's just, what are you going to do with that fear? Are you going to walk through and you're going to let it bring you down and stay in that state? Or are you going to perceive and go forward? So
yeah,
that's exactly what you're doing. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So I know that you have an event coming up on August 13th.
August 13th.
August 13th. That's the day after the Lemon Festival. So
is it?
Yes.
How funny. Yep.
So,
Sunday, August 13th.
So
7:45 a.m.
7:45. Okay.
7:45. So that way you're there by 8, and then so you get there at 7:45, 8 o'clock. We start. We put the all beef bologna together. The other crews are getting the bags open, and they're putting the full-size cracker, a full-size bag of chip. They're putting the mustard, the mayonnaise, and the jelly packets inside.
Okay.
Then the other crews are putting the sandwiches in bags, and everybody's got hairnets, by the way, and we got gloves, and basically we just put everything in bags. Then they're done with that. Then the next crew starts on the plain peanut butter, not the chunky peanut, because you can't scoop, especially people who bring them from their fridge. Please don't bring them from your fridge ever again. We're not going to say any names. But the creamy peanut butter, it just spreads easy. And then I tell them, don't be cheap. No te la vendieron. We're just putting on the peanut butter, smashing them, put them together by themselves. And then they're put in their bags, and then we're just wrapping them up. 320 bags are made with the double sandwiches, with the chips, the crackers. And then the other 80 or 100 is plain peanut butters with the jellies. Okay. And then also with the banana, and the crackers usually are left over too. Costco stopped selling them. That was our biggest place to get them in Costco, and they stopped. So now they're super expensive to get crackers. And not regular crackers like people, I'll buy you a box of crackers. No. These are a variety pack of crackers. They come 6 per pack, and there's like 27 packs. Before it was 45 packs.
Wow. Okay.
So now it's 27 per thing. We need a bunch of those. We need like 12 packs of those in order to get them. And they're expensive. So if we can just get funds, we use Venmo. PayPal kind of took our money the other day, so we're not too happy with PayPal. Yeah. But our website, JUSSAYIN.US, you can get to it, and they have the PayPal link. But just join us on Facebook better, and we'll put the Venmo link and
Yeah, we'll put it all right here.
yeah, and basically at the same time, if you write a check, that's even better. Just send it. We have a PO Box 741-556, San Diego, California 92174. To Just Saying, not to me. Don't make the money out to me, because then I'm gonna get confused and I think it's my money. But yeah, with Just Saying, you just make it to the group, and then get with your tax guy to find out what's tax deductible, and at the end of the year, get with me so I can send you some sort of paper.
Yeah.
That you donated money, because like I said, I need a tax person to help me.
Yes.
But definitely, we'll find out. We're with you. We're not trying to get rich, obviously. This ain't a real Rolex, just so y'all know.
It's a Rolex.
It's a faux Lex, okay? So it's a Invicta. It looks like a faux Lex, but But see, I don't care about all that stuff. Back in the day, I would buy all that.
Yeah.
I mean, because I was dumb.
Before we had eyes to see.
Because I was dumb.
Yeah.
And now I like the watch, and I bought it on the cruise ship. Yeah, I know. I went on a cruise, but it was a cheap cruise. Just so y'all know, I went on the budget.
And the budget one?
I went on the budget one. Kind of with a balcony and everything.
Yeah. That's not budget.
I know, right? I'm horrible.
But you deserve it.
I did.
Yes.
I did, because we work hard. We work hard for our vessels.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to be involved on August 13th, is there a meeting spot? How do they go about that?
So I'm glad you asked that question. I used to have an office I rented from Myra on Del Mar and J Street in Chula Vista. So we would meet there to do the feedings. But it's basically whoever volunteers their house.
Okay.
We don't do apartments because those are not space. We need space for parking and so forth. So preferably a long driveway, a house. I mean, Joaquin, for a fan, they donated their house before, from Lolita's, and we did it there. We've done it at a lot of people's houses. So wherever houses we can do it. We just need those tables, those 6-foot tables. I used to have some there with me in El Paso now, because I was paying storage for a few years, wasting money. That it was a waste of money.
Okay.
$300 a month down the drain for storage, because we couldn't keep all that stuff. But definitely, just let us know. Reach out. We're on Facebook, Jus Sayin, and I'm also on there, Andres Aguilar, with an S. And it's Andres, not Andreas or Andre. It's
Andy.
Or you can call me Andy, like like a lot of people do. But either way, just message and just take a look.
And again, everything is done on that day.
Everything will be done that moment. So people ahead of time. So let's say you want to volunteer to buy 4 boxes of jelly packets, 200 count, Smart and Final. So you volunteer to buy 4 boxes. They're now they're like $12 a box, I think. So that would be $48 probably plus tax, so $52. You buy it and then you drop it off at that house the day before, or you take it to make sure you go, because we've been disappointed, unfortunately. Stuff happens where people say, oh, I can't make it, but yet they live in Oceanside. And we're about to feed. We can't wait an hour and a half for them to come down. So we got screwed on certain things. So the all beef bologna packets that they sell at Smart and Final now, because they used to sell it at Costco on Broadway and Oxford, they don't no more. But now it's Smart and Final throughout the whole San Diego. We need 10 packs, double packs. So if you could buy 2 or 3, because they never have more than 2 or 3. And so we drive around and get it. But those people, we asked for it to be the day before, definitely, because we need that. And then the peanut butter you can get at Smart, at just Costco, because it's less expensive. Or if you have a Sam's Club card, that's either way. We try to do everything the inexpensive way. And there's also Restaurant Depot. We are a member. Just Saying is a member. So let me know. And we buy bananas, boxes of bananas. We usually need 4 cases. I mean, we need everything. So just message me. I put the list on there when you see it, and you'll see what we need.
And I could put the list here too for everybody.
You could.
Or the link to
to the Facebook page, probably better. That way it goes right to it. Because we need 61 loaves of bread, And when I say 61 loaves of bread, I mean the 20-ounce bread. Don't buy the 16-ounce bread because the bread's 20 cents.
Mm.
People try to do that. Think about it. 16-ounce bread is very light. 20-ounce bread, it's a little heavier. It gives it substance. People get full.
Okay.
Just because the 16-ounce bread is cheap, you're not helping. You're actually hurting us because I've had to just give it away because we can't use it. There's no substance. So 20-ounce bread is still like $1.10 at Food for Less or wherever, Walmart, just wheat or white, either one. But we need 61 loaves. Some people go to Costco and spend the $5 for 2 loaves. And I'm just like, well, thank you. We love it. It's 24-ounce bread because it's more heavier.
Yeah.
So we love it, but whatever, but not 16-ounce bread.
So no keto bread?
I mean, if you want to spend $9 for a piece of bread, I mean, please. Yeah, we're not doing it.
So would it be easier for somebody, I mean, more convenient for you to have the donations and you take care of everything, or for the actual people to buy them and drop them off?
Both. The reason I say both is because if they do the cash, then they can also help me out. Because since I don't live here, I don't have a place to store this stuff.
Okay.
So that's one of the things. So that's why we're like looking forward to somebody coming out and bringing it out. They get there early. Like Veto and Renee, they have a tent that they have set up that we put underneath so people don't get burnt in the sun.
Okay.
And so people bring stuff because they already know how we work everything. Some people bring coolers with water so that we could drink the waters and while we're doing stuff. I mean, it's just you'll feel at home. I promise you, you won't feel like an outsider because we're just people helping people. The unity in the community, we make one. You know, there's nothing else about it. We thrive on moving forward.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I want to thank you for being with me here today. And everybody, please, I hope that you've watched this video all the way through. And if you have a heart to donate to Jus Sayin, or if you like to get in contact with Andres, please reach out to him. You can find all his information here. And just show up on August 13th and find out some more information about Jus Sayin. And we just want to say thank you and God bless, and thank you for watching today.
Thank you guys. It's only 47 minutes. It's worth it.
And we had a lot of good laughs.
I'm in it.
Take care.
Bye.